This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Bravo.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They can't stop the franchise.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Ready, break.
And 13.
Mike, 49. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Five.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howard sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Here we go. Waiting. Mike 57. Mike's 47.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, set. 30 base.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
Now.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. He's crashing. He's checking.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Ready.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
80 weapon.
Here I come again.
Hey, wahoo.
49. 49's a mark. 49's a mark.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the slip. 25. Check 25.
Hey, exit.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because You prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
You gonna take
X3, 218, chopper, fire.
Now Jones on third down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jones operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones, and that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready?
Here's Jones on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Saquon Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Greystone, travel.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. From the 29, Jones flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless, really.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. On 1st down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. And
he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases that they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Jam.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
It's just me and you.
Wentz to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Got it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 6 man. Check, go.
On first down, Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
49's the Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 49.
Big rip.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, 46 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bring it to you.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Grade 15.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Delta.
Man, I got you. 29 is the Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Hey, seam 6.
Check. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Man 5-7.
Watch it.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Go. 280.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
14, 82, 14.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, folks.
Then 180, 380.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
What?
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, and the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rivers, and this is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long for Rivers. Rolling to his right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get that back to Allen. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, an even 90 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 180! You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Bravo.
Hey, check. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Here we go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
11.
Watch the ship.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is taken at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
50 seconds, come on. Go. Slam. Check four.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Coleman. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 16, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got some space here. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Staying on his feet. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. as they hit it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Garoppolo, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 38 yards. Complete to Kevin Coleman. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me.
12.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Garoppolo now. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.